So now that we've got our main trim done around the windows, around the doors, and we've got our siding, two siding colors on, I'm going to do the kind of other wooden trim, like the columns, the pendants here, the wood dividing my house into floors and stuff like that. And I'm going to do those with a darker kind of color. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush here, and I'm going to get a little bit more purple and mix it in. This is going to make a darker version of my color, okay, for my trim. And I'm going to use a little bit darker red for my front door. And I'm going to match the magenta in with, well, I'm going to decide what to do with the windows on the next video. We'll just go with the darken, well, I'll darken some magenta just in case. But I'm getting more paint on and adding it to just a little bit of water. And this is going to give us a nice deep color for our three colors that we've already used. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over, and this is going to be called dry on dry. You're going to be graded on your dry on dry technique for the places of your trim and on your siding. So if you look right now, I'm going to set this down here and have my regular color out as well. I'm going to take my very fine #2 nylon brush, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to go over some of my lines to kind of increase the interest in those spots. Am I going to do it everywhere? No. Just some. And it'll kind of help bring the eye around and create some movement. Okay, don't be sloppy. Be as neat as you possibly can. And this is going to give you a nice painting when you're done, because it'll move the eye around. Oops, I'm working off the page. It's going to bring the eye around the page a little bit. Okay, kind of like that for our siding. And if I do some of the trim now, set my petite brush aside and get my other one here, and I'm going to do this other trim. I'm going to take the dark and paint it into I think I need a little bit darker. There we go. And paint this into my other trim here. Okay, so I'm trying to bring out this color. Notice how I'm switching it around here, back and forth, so I can get both sides and edge it in just nicely. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to actually wipe my brush off. Get my little petite brush again so I can get in the windows. The same idea here. Looking good? So you can see I'm getting these darker ones in. There you go. So I got those dark trim pieces in now. I'm going to go back and do the pendants in just a minute with the magenta.